If I'm pronouncing all my sounds correctly, it should be easy for my listener to understand me, right? Not necessarily. Stay tuned and I'll tell you why. Hi there, I'm Lori from Pronunciation Pro. This is the third in my series of videos on word stress, which is an extremely important aspect of the English language. Word stress, or syllable stress, may not seem like an important detail, but an incorrectly stressed word will sound unfamiliar to a native speaker, even if all the individual sounds are pronounced correctly. This makes it really hard to successfully communicate your message. If you're incorrectly stressing your words, you might notice your listener starting to get a look of intense concentration as you speak. It means the words are not sounding familiar to them, and they're having to work extra hard to follow what you're saying. This is the last thing you want. Instead, you want to make it easy for your listener to understand you and to follow your overall message. As I work daily with my students on American English pronunciation, I've noticed some words that tend to be consistently stressed incorrectly. So I'm going to give you the top 20 words that I hear incorrectly stressed. I'll tell you how to correctly say the word, how not to say the word, and give you the word in a sample sentence so you can practice it. I encourage you to hit the pause button after I say each sentence so you can practice saying it exactly like I said it. Remember that we stress syllables by raising our pitch, elongating the vowel, and sometimes by getting slightly louder on the stressed syllable. So listen for the places where I do just that. Also, just a quick note, these stress patterns are for American English. For some of these words, speakers of British English use a different stress pattern. All right, number 1, interesting. Not interesting. The correct way is interesting. She gave a very interesting presentation. Number 2, prefer. Not prefer. The correct way is prefer. Would you prefer to meet now or after lunch? Number 3, idea. Not idea, but rather idea. I have a great idea. Number 4, necessary. Not necessary, but necessary. Is that really necessary? Number 5, location. Not location, but rather location. I need to find a new location for my office. Number 6, industry. Not industry, but rather industry. Our industry is growing faster than ever. Number 7, develop. Not develop, but develop. We want to develop a new plan. Number 8, consider. Not consider, but consider. I hope you will consider our offer. Number 9, sometimes. Not sometimes, but sometimes. I sometimes ride my bike to work. Number 10, communicate. Not communicate, but communicate. Will you communicate with her about that? Number 11, enough. Not enough, but the correct way is enough. Do we have enough people registered for the class? Number 12, frustrating. Not frustrating. The correct way is frustrating. It's so frustrating when he shows up late. Number 13, represent. Not represent, but represent. This does not accurately represent our views. Number 14, discuss. Not discuss, but rather discuss. Can we discuss it at a later date? Number 15, specific. Not specific, but rather specific. I gave him very specific instructions. Number 16, realize. Not realize, but instead realize. I didn't realize you would be here. Number 17, success. Not success, but success. His success was directly related to his hard work. Number 18, recognize. Not recognize, but instead recognize. I think you can recognize how difficult this is. Number 19, mistake. Not mistake, but instead mistake. She made a mistake, but she fixed it. And number 20, surprise. Not surprise, but instead surprise. That came as a surprise to me. Now, practice putting these 20 words into your own sentences as well, so you can correctly say them no matter what words come before them or after them. This is how to build a new habit for saying them correctly. If you've found this information useful, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to work on your pronunciation in a more comprehensive manner, be sure to check out our program, Pronunciation Pro. I've included the link in the comments section below. In the meantime, happy practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.